and this is Soledad News. Here's the daily news for today. On June 15, 2019, the Dreamers of Canada, a foundation that creates dreams through bone marrow, will be holding a bone marrow drive in the cafeteria of Vincent Massey Secondary School. Dreamers of Canada will use this bone marrow of Indigenous peoples of Canada to help recreate dreams in people who aren't able to. The bone marrow drive will be held from 4:30 to 7, with another drive being held at Herman from 6 to 7, and another one on Sandwich on the 17th. The foundation has set out a goal to raise enough bone marrow for 25 people per drive, which is a total of 75 people across the 3 drives today.
The Greater Essex County District School Board is looking into installing water bottle fill stations at all their schools. They will be having a board vote on June 20th. These water fill stations will cost $3,500 and they will be installed in all of their schools. Last night in the NBA Finals, the Toronto Raptors won 101-99 to win their championship against the Golden State Warriors. The streets of Toronto were filled with a lot of noise as they were celebrating.
Wait, I'm getting something. Cut to commercial.
No, it lights up when you plug it in. And listen.
Shuttlecraft to Enterprise. Spock here. Happy holidays. Live long and prosper.
Fascinating. For a store in your sector now carrying the Star Trek ornament, call 1-800-HALLMARK.
Live long and prosper, right?
No, I'll take 5.
Breaking news. Sorry to interrupt regular scheduled programming, but we're here to inform you that the most wanted criminal in Soledad is once again on the loose. He has escaped from prison late last night under 24-hour surveillance, which suspects the guards to believe he had outside help.
From previous news reports over the last couple of weeks, George has been classified with first-degree murder and life in prison. If you see him, he is a 5'4" Caucasian male with a small build. He has black hair, brown eyes, and was last seen wearing standard prison uniform, with tattoos marking his body. If you find anyone with these descriptions, please call 911 immediately.
We now have Tony O'Connor, who will be at Soledad Park interviewing witnesses.
On June 7th, George Milton was last seen here in Soledad Park, according to witnesses that were here at the same time. He was last seen running through the park, still in his jail outfit. According to the Soledad police, 2 years ago, George Milton was arrested for first-degree murder of his best friend, Lenny Small. He broke out of prison a couple hours ago, and the surveillance cameras caught him running from the park. On my right, I have witness Joe Curley Williams, who was at the park at the same time George Milton was seen running away. Mr. Williams, could you describe what you saw?
I was walking my dog in the park, and I noticed a man dressed in an orange jumpsuit. I pulled out my phone and tried recording, but he was too fast and got away.
Did you see where he was heading to?
Yeah, I saw him get into a black SUV, but for my own safety, I walked away.
We thank Mr. Williams for the interview. Next up, we have the Chief of Police, Robert John. And this is what he has to say.
Information right here. George Milton has no previously known violence up until he shot best friend Lenny Small. It shows us that the violence that started it all was addicted for his own good. After that point, close examination proves us that George is a liability. We need to find him, and when we do, he'll be executed for charges of first-degree murder and escape from a correctional facility.
And now, bringing you the emergency weather report is John McDonald.
Welcome back to Channel 8 Weather. Today we have a very important announcement to the citizens living in Elyria. We have found a Category 4 storm brewing on the coast of Elyria, right here as you can see. As you know, the coast will be hit the hardest, but the inlands of Elyria will also be hit with some freezing rain. Soledad will not be affected by the storm directly, but will be hit with some intermediate showers throughout the day. This is a live look of the hurricane just from a few hours ago. These red parts are where the wind is the fastest, and the winds can reach up to 100 kilometers per hour. The government of Elyria has set out a warning for this storm and has advised citizens to sandbag their houses and stay indoors till the storm passes.
Thank you for tuning in to Channel 8 News. If you see anyone that matches the description stated earlier in the show, please contact 911 immediately. Back to your regular scheduled program.